All right, here we go. Best parks in Pearland. Before we get to that, make sure you subscribe if Pearland, Friendswood, Deer Park, and the surrounding Houston area is something you want to know about. We are at Tom Bass Park. Now, technically, not a park in Pearland, but Pearland is on that side, and that side. So when you have Pearland on 3 sides and Pearland families use this park all the time, we're gonna go ahead and call it a Pearland Park. Now, I'm not sure if you can hear it, there is an airplane going on overhead. This park is just a bit south of Hobby Airport. It is tucked in the corner off Cullen, kind of the corner of 288 and Beltway 8, or Sam Houston Tollway, however you call it. Those of us who have lived in Houston our whole lives call it the Beltway. We're off of Cullen. This park is so big it actually has 3 sections. There are playgrounds all over this park. You'll see this Ninja Warrior style playground behind me with like an NFL running lane. It is great for those 5 and older kids who may be too big for just kind of the regular playground. Gives them an extra challenge. They can run, they can climb, those kinds of things. I mean, this park, like I said, is so big it has 3 different sections. You've got walking trails, you've got a golf course, you've got fishing, you've got volleyball, disc golf, all kinds of things at Tom Bass Park. Great place to come, room to run if you've got kiddos who just need to run and run and run. So one of the great parks of Pearland is going to be Tom Bass Park. All right, disclaimer, if you just saw the map, it does say that it's for 13 and older. My 5-year-old does this, but liability disclaimer, technically this challenge course is for 13 and older. Here we are at South Down Park. You can see the playground behind me and I am walking on the splash pad. It's out of season right now, so it's not on, so I should be safe. But you've got the playground behind me. Behind that, you actually have a dog park. And then over here on this side, you have a pavilion. There are event centers on both sides. If there's a little background noise, it is kind of right off 288. So on the one hand, there's background noise from the highway. On the other hand, it's a really easy place to access. Over here, let's see if we can find them. There they are. You see a few of the Pearland pears. There's a whole scavenger hunt around town where you can go find all the pears. But this is a great place for our family. One of the reasons I like it, let's take a look. Shade over the benches, shade over the playgrounds, shade over the sitting hill. If you're from here or you're moving here, you know or you need to know it gets hot from, I don't know, March to October, right? It's super hot. And for whatever reason, a lot of the playgrounds have these super little tiny shades and that don't cover anything unless it's like noon and it barely covers a slide. So I really appreciate that Pearland Parks and Rec put up this shade that's actually big enough for the playground. It makes it a nice place to come, especially during the summers. The kids can play for a little bit and then come and cool off here at the splash pad. I also really like that the splash pad sides are raised, so you know your kids aren't gonna run off to the other side. Okay, so that's really nice. It makes it easy to keep an eye on the kiddos. But my dream in life is to be able to just like donate these shades to playgrounds all over the city, because it's like it's hot. It makes it nice for the parents. It makes it nice for the kids. So Southdown Park, one of the top 5 parks in Pearland. Go ahead when you have a chance, check it out. It is too windy out here at Centennial Park for me to record anything out there, but we are at Centennial Park. It is just south of Broadway, really in the heart of Pearland, off McLean Road. One of the most popular parks in Pearland, in part because it has so much. So there are basketball courts, there are tennis courts, baseball fields, 2 playgrounds, kind of like is often the case, kind of one for the quote-unquote little kids and one for the big kids. Several pavilions out there. There is a bridge that I'll show you in a minute that basically if you've ever taken family pictures in Pearland, you probably have pictures of that bridge. And then it kind of goes over a drainage area that people can fish in and things like that, as well as just, you know, your regular park walking paths and things like that. So like I said, really in the heart of Pearland, and one of the family favorites, Centennial Park, off Broadway on McLean. Make sure you check it out. Next stop on the tour of the best parks in Pearland is Independence Park. It is off Pearland Parkway, just, let's see, that'll be south, just south of Broadway. Not just south, it's a little bit of a little ways off. But you can see the playground behind me, bathrooms, water fountain, very important when you're going places with small children, right? Huge hill, obviously wonderful for rolling down, but that is also where you have, there we go, it's kind of hard to point backwards sometimes, where you can have different entertainment events. This is also where the city hosts their typical 4th of July celebrations, basketball courts and all that back there. Plenty of room to run around, get some exercise, wear the kiddos out for nap time. But really, my kiddos really like this playground. It's kind of a neat thing. Let me get over here where I'm not in the sun. There we go. The kids like the playground. But yeah, Pearland Parkway, not Pearland Parkway, Independence Park off of Pearland Parkway. There is a dog park here as well. But really just a great place to spend an afternoon. So if you're looking for one of the top parks in Pearland Parkway, lots of space to run around, get a family football game or frisbee going, then Independence Park is the place to be. That wraps up our tour. Make sure that you go ahead and leave a comment or a question if you have one. Let me know if there's any way that I can help you in Pearland, Friendswood, Deer Park, or the surrounding Houston area. And I hope something really good happens to you today.